Hey YouTubers, it's me, Monkey Dragon, bringing you a commentary over some Search and Destroy gameplay. The topic of today's video is camping. I know there's a lot of controversy about, that it's noobs and only people without skill do it and whatnot. But the truth is, there's some instances where it's okay, and everyone has different varieties of camping and what they consider camping and what they consider not camping. Like for instance, if you're holding down, like in Search and Destroy, like the gameplay here, like if you just planted the bomb, obviously you're not gonna run across the map looking up in the air going, hey, shoot me, shoot me. No, you're gonna find a location near the bomb site that you just planted to hold down the location. See, that's okay, but what I consider camping is just a guy just sitting anywhere randomly in the map, just laying down, watching a doorway. He could be in a corner or whatever, or just watching a hallway, just laying randomly in the map, not strategic placement at all. That's what I consider camping. That upsets me. But what I do is, you'll see from my other gameplay, is I get a strategic point in the map, like a building or just a whole area in the map, and I'll just lock it down. And that's pretty much what I do for my team. Is basically that's like their safe haven. They're like, hey guys, I got a predator missile. Where can I go without dying? Come over here. I'm holding this area down. That's what I do. Because if you think about real warfare, it's not just a whole bunch of people just randomly running up in the air going da 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 da. Because people are all saying that COD is like real warfare, and hey, da 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 this, and it's not. It's in real war, you don't just run around. You get a strategic point in the map. I'm not saying sit in a corner and wait, but hold down an area. Like, I'll take down a building or just a small area in the map, and I'll hold it down. I'll run back and forth in that whole area, making sure that no one's there, just holding it. Because if everyone runs around, I'm not saying that, no one should run around, because that's just not good. That would just be a boring match. But what I try to anchor spawns, because in these games, especially like in Modern Warfare 3, the spawn is random. So if I don't want to say sit, but yeah, if I hold down an area, I kind of anchor the spawn to a certain area, which I like doing. Because if everyone just spawns everywhere, people just start instantly spawn dying, and then everyone gets upset, and it's not really a good match. You know what I mean? Yeah, camping. It's somewhat newbie, and at the same time, you have to be strategic about it. I'm not saying sit in a corner and whatnot. I probably said that like 5 times, but that's just one of my pet peeves. If you start watching my videos, you'll really find that out. That upsets me. I hate it when people sit in corners. But and I mean it like in the randomness of it, like you just randomly walking, not like in a hallway or a great area to hold down. It's just randomly, not in any it's just random. They're just sitting there, just watching the doorway. And it's not that they know you're there, because I'll have like blind eye and assassin on and stuff, and there's no way they knew I was there. It's just they're just sitting there for like the whole match, and I'll go back in theater mode, and they've just been sitting there, just waiting for one person, and that's just horrible. That just upsets me. I don't understand what compels them to do that, but hey, that's how they play. Let them play that way. But camping, it's not really noobish. It all depends on how you play style. Because if you want to run around, that's cool, dude. It's just some people, I can't run around. I can, but for me, it's not as easy for me, because without anchored spawns, because it's really hard to describe. What I do if I do run around is, like I said before, if I run around, I'll hold down a section of the map. That's what I do. I don't run around the whole map doing laps and stuff. I don't do that, because then that messes with spawns and whatnot. But if I run around, I'll take like half the map, just run back and forth on there, just covering it, making sure no one's there. And see, that's what I kind of do. If I don't want to say camping, but yeah, I guess camping is, I'll take a building or a section or multiple buildings, and I'll throw down my motion sensor, set up a claymore, and then I'll just run both those buildings, making sure no one's in there. It's just what I do. It all depends on how you hold it, because like in real warfare, it's not people just running around. It's like two sides of the map. They're just clinging back and forth together, and that's what I really liked about Demolition before they messed it up. It was 2 fixed spawns on either side of the map, and you ran in, you had to push the people back, to take the bomb site, and then, you'd be like, oh, heck no, and then you push them back, and it was like, not yeah, it was like real freaking warfare. It was just pushing back and forth on the spawn lines. And some people got upset because I guess their team wasn't good enough or whatever, but people got pushed into spawn traps. But that's the game mode, dude. That truly is like the game mode. It's like complaining about going into free for all and saying, "Hey, everyone's shooting at me. That's not fair." You know, it's just the game mode. Don't mess with the whole game mode. But yeah, you can't really do nothing about camping. So it's just to get used with it and understand why might some people do it. And either which way, if you do run into those people that just sit in corners or whatever, just sitting there, I run into those people all the time, and it's usually super easy. They're sitting there and then throw a stun, walk in, shoot them. It's really easy. If you ever meet a camper, truly, they probably don't move us around a lot, so it's probably really easy to get them, but people make it seem like it's so complicated when it truly isn't. It really is easy to get, like, hardcore campers. But I think when most people get mad about campers is the people who actually do hold down, like, a line. Because then that's when you really start spawning, walking 10 feet or 20 feet out of the doorway. Then you get lit up. And that's when, oh, you're in camper. They're not, yes, they're camping, but at the same time, they're holding their ground. Because everyone thinks that it's a game, that, you know, it should be arcadic. Because everyone's used to like games where you run and you're moving, like story mode. You're constantly moving, you're constantly shooting people and whatnot, like it's a game. But people treat, you know, multiplayer a little more seriously, so they technically don't want to just die right out. So a lot of people camp, or they try to be more strategic by just holding a battle line, figuring out where the spawns are, and then trying to push you into there without pushing too far. And then people get mad. But if you really don't like campers, dude, if you really just see a bunch of campers, man, all you have to do is just leave the game. It's not that hard. But at the same time, dude, you could just do the complete reverse after you died like once or twice, and then you realize they're camping. Just two flashes out, shoot them, and then they're dead. It's pretty simple. It's just people overcomplicate it. People really do get mad over campers. It's just it's not really my thing. But yeah, that was today's topic.